Well, turning now to our other big story tonight in Portland's Central East Side. That's where Multnomah County plans to open a permanent sobering center. But now there are big questions about how exactly to pay for it after millions of dollars from the city of Portland are being withheld for now. And that curveball comes just a day before the county is set to approve its upcoming $4 billion budget. The county chair joins me live in just a few minutes to talk about it. But efforts to get the city to pay up now appear to be failing. Inside this warehouse off Portland's Southeast Grand Avenue, Multnomah County makes its latest move in the fight against addiction. This past spring, the county bought this former granite showroom with the goal of making it a permanent sobering center after Portland's previous sobering center shuttered in 2019. Now, I talked with the former owner of this building. He didn't want to go on camera, but he tells me that he's been here for 25 years and now he's moving his business to Tigard. He says that it was homelessness and increased crime that forced him to put this building on the market and move out of Portland. The 24/7 Sobering Center is meant to help those suffering from the very crisis that pushed this business out. It's set to have about 50 beds, offering sobering withdrawal management and deflection services, a place first responders can take people under the influence, freeing up jail and hospital space. That's if the county can find all the money to pay for it.
This is a much-needed service.
County Commissioner Julia Brim-Edwards has been leading the Sobering Center effort. The state has already handed over $25 million for the project.
We expect the city to be full partners.
The county was planning on getting $4 million over 2 years from the city of Portland to help fund it, but that hasn't happened yet.
I've been after the mayor for the last several months. I sent him a letter in April indicating that our expectation was that they would keep their commitment both this year and ongoing.
A spokesperson for the city told KGW that the mayor will provide the money once the permanent facility is up and running. After several delays, that's now set for the fall of 2027, despite past criticism from Portland Police Chief Bob Day, who pushed for a sooner start date.
Well, it is actually up and running. You could go look. We have 13 sobering beds. I talked to the mayor this morning. We have sobering beds currently that are available.
She's talking about these 13 sobering beds that recently opened inside the county's deflection center, where police take people caught solely with possession of hard drugs.
Those are sort of our bridge sobering beds until we open our permanent one, but we currently have sobering beds. Our expectation is that the city is going to help fund that.
I was disappointed that Mayor Wilson pulled it initially out of his budget.
Wednesday, inside Portland City Hall, Councilor Eric Zimmerman, Commissioner Brim-Edwards' former chief of staff, introduced an amendment to put $1 million from the city's opioid settlement money into funding the county sobering center. That amendment failed in an 8-4 vote.
I worry that if we get through this budget without signaling that Portland is at the table and sobering centers are important for our community, that we're going to send some bad signals about not being aligned.
Well, I voted against it mostly because, one, I was preparing, I have an amendment to put that $1.2 million towards Fora Health. I believe that this is a critical opportunity for us to add beds, right? The thing about the way that Councilor Zimmerman's amendment was, it was about programming and it was about a sobering center that, we have this relationship with the county, and I think there's some discussion that we need to have about who's funding these kinds of things, because that's not necessarily something the city would fund.
It's the victim of just a new government, a lot of new people who don't understand the history here, and that this is one of those fallen through the cracks, which is pretty unfortunate.
Seen as the city of Portland would benefit from a permanent sobering center, those at the county are not taking no for an answer.
And our expectation is that at some point in their budget process that they will keep their commitment, both for this year, but for future years.
Well, time is of the essence, though. City Council held one of their final budget meetings today before they vote on June 18th. But County Commissioner Julia Brim-Edwards tells me budgeting is a year-long process. So she's banking on flexibility within the city's budget to help them pay for the permanent sobering center. Today, I saw people from the county walking through that granite showroom, soon-to-be sobering center, with clipboards. So we'll be watching how this all unfolds.